From Rugbytown, USA, it's week 7 in the 2019 Major League Rugby season, with the Glendale Raptors hosting the Austin Elite at Infinity Park in Glendale, Colorado. Welcome, rugby fans, to Rugbytown, USA here in Glendale, Colorado, where the conditions are much kinder than this time last week, as Glendale look to make it back-to-back home victories against the travelling Austin Elite. My name's Mark Stabina, joined by USA Rugby legend and all-round great guy, Brian Visit. Now, Brian, the Raptors are considered firm favourites tonight against a struggling Elite. How do you see this one playing out tonight?
Well, thanks, Mark. After losing their first 2 games of the season, the Raptors are getting back to what they're accustomed to doing, and that's winning. Over the course of the last 3 games, they're 2-0-1, including that impressive shutout win against Toronto last week.
As we mentioned, the Austin Elite are travelling all the way from Texas tonight to Infinity Park. Let's not forget they finished 5th in last year's inaugural season. This year, off to a slow start. 5 losses in 5 games, all at home, and they are in 9th place at the bottom of the table with only 2 points. So looking to turn around their season here tonight against Glendale. And they already went head-to-head with their opponents tonight in round 4, where they showed some promise. And they also showed they can score tries, particularly through their big men in the back row, dynamic runners. They know how to score. They have backs to burn as well, and they linked very well. So they need to find that form and confidence and bring it in tonight in Infinity Park. Keys to their victories, they like to play catch-up rugby. That needs to change. They're also ranked number 1 in penalties conceded in the league. They're going to have to improve on that, and also containing the wingers and fullback from Glendale, who are on fire this season.
Yeah, and looking at the Raptors, they made it to the MLR final last year, where they lost to the Seattle Seawolves. This year, they're 4th in the standings with 2-2-1 record, 15 points, but with more home games in the second half of the season, they are in good position to make it back to the playoff once again. Last week, I mentioned that shutout. It was in snowy conditions here at Infinity Park. Handling was a little bit treacherous, but the Raptors did well. Dylan Taikato-Simpson, he's been one of the stalwarts of this Raptors team. He's started to try right there. And then again, the quick hands, not a whole lot of room on that outside, but again, Harley Davidson with a nice dive here into the snow. And then 5 meters and in it's Zach Fenolio's zone. And the big man again picks up, scores yet another try for the Raptors to dot down to secure that win. Keys today for the Raptors, they want to string long passages together, put some fast-paced pressure on this Austin defense. Austin's got a big pack. They go around the fringes. They want to cut them down before they get ahead of steam. And also scrums and lineouts, always a staple for this Glendale team. Not so much this year. They want to stamp their authority there today.
Well, it's perfect rugby conditions here in Rugbytown. Expect to see some exciting action here tonight. So don't go anywhere, folks, because we'll be back with the anthem and kickoff after the break.
Today's match from Rugbytown, USA is brought to you by Hampton Inn & Suites, official hotel of the Glendale Raptors. Butler Rents, official tent and event supply provider for Infinity Park, building extraordinary events. And by West Terra Credit Union, official credit union sponsor of the Glendale Raptors. Get your Raptors Visa card now.
I make my coffee at home.
I cut my own hair.
I buy in bulk. So do I.
Jag tar med mitt eget godis när jag går på bio.
I still use my parents' TV login.
Saving is in style.
Welcome back, viewers, to Rugbytown, USA here in Glendale, Colorado for round 7 of the Major League Rugby season. It's the Glendale Raptors at home against the travelling Austin Elite. And we are expecting a bumper game tonight. It's fresh conditions, but it is dry. I'm Mark Stabina, joined by Brian Visit. Brian, what can we expect to see tonight?
Well, again, just looking at the warm-ups, this Raptors team, they're really starting to peak at just about the right time, midway through this season, really starting to look like the team of old. Got off to that rush start, really, we mentioned the pregame. I think these guys are ready to fire. And for Austin, they're just looking for one good game. They want to turn their season around. They hope they can do it tonight against this Glendale Raptors team.
Well, as we mentioned, Let's hear it for them. And the US national anthem passionately sung by some local juniors, perhaps men and women Raptors of the future. Let's have a look at the Austin lineup. Coach Alan Hiade has made 7 changes in his starters, including Chris Shade at loosehead prop and Peter Malcolm at hooker. Keep an eye out for Mo Abdelmanem, who gets a start at flanker. In the backs, Rodrigo Silva. And Andrew Suniula comes in at outside center as well. Plenty of experience from that US international player.
And there you see the Glendale Raptors are ready to fire. Experienced front row, Rogers, Finolio, and Fafita looking to neutralize Austin's scrum. The halfback combination of Atam Alifa and Carla Denishan, outstanding players looking for to control play with their educated boots. John Ryberg is punching holes inside and outside. And talentful Dylan Daikato Simpson has been outstanding.
Our man in the middle for this evening is from South Africa, Ben Kraus. Wonderful referee. He's done plenty of 7s. He's also done some 15s with the Curry Cup in South Africa, looking to get more 15s experience. He is looking pretty in pink tonight. Old Benny Kraus, originally from Port Elizabeth in South Africa. And it is chilly, as we mentioned, but a clear night. No snow, apart from on the banks here at Glendale. Everybody's pleased about that. And you can see the Glendale players just showing how fresh it is out there, trying to remain warm. We are moments away from kickoff here in round 7, the Major League Rugby competition at Infinity Park. Perfect conditions here, Brian, wouldn't you say?
Oh, fantastic. When we came out here a few hours ago, it was nice and bright and sunny, but once that sun went down, it got awfully cool, awfully quick, but it's going to be good playing conditions for these teams. In Austin, they haven't had a break at all this season. This is probably the best field conditions and playing conditions they played in. If it wasn't rainy, it was cold down in Austin, or if it wasn't rainy, it was cold, and maybe both. So they're looking forward to this game tonight.
Captain, Ben.
Certainly like to score points, the Raptors. They'll be relishing these dry conditions. Scored 19 tries this season. As for their opponents, only managed to score 7. And they will need to improve on that tally tonight. If there any chance against the hosts. And we're underway, folks. Adam Alifa sends it into the 22 of the Austin Elite. And down the short side, looking to run it out. Not kicking immediately. That was Faison Donahoe up over the 22-meter line. Box kick now from Romero. Falls just on the other side of the half with the captain, Luke White, taking it nice and easy. Hitting it up tight is Rogers over the halfway. Comes back now to Malifa, takes it on. Sends that ball to the ground. A little miscommunication between himself and Harley Davidson. Denishan sends it back in the pocket. Daikato Simpson sends it sky high. And having trouble with it back there with the early knock on. A couple of early nerves from Jaldup.
Mark, I think the original kick by Austin, when they're just inside their 22, it was just a turnover ball, and that was a towering kick by Daikato Simpson. And that ball is swirling up in the wind, just could not be brought completely down. So a couple of early mistakes by this Austin team. One of the things that Gregory Vandenberg said was one of the faults of this team so far this year has been decision-making, and I think that came early on. Giving Glendale possession, you cannot afford to give the Raptors any more position they're going to earn on their own.
Crouch. Bind.
A great attacking position. I mean, this is ideal to go to the right side.
Split field now on the 22. Glendale feed. Runners to the right, runners to the left. It'll come left. Oh, looks like a little knock on there, but play on. Through the hands now, out to Ryberg. The muscles. His first attempt and touch. Takes 2 to bundle him over the sideline. Such a dangerous
Was it
runner.
a knock on before he
Yeah,
touched?
he has made
Right, knock him
9
before he
clean
touched.
line breaks so
Not
far
knock
this
into touch,
season,
eh?
by far and away the
No.
most on this Raptors
Right,
team,
knock
maybe
on
even
first.
leading the league. And the Raptors are leading the
Scrum
league in
blue.
that category. Amongst a number of offensive categories are the Raptors leading. I would like to see Ryberg turn in field just a little bit earlier here.
Happy with the setup.
There you
Okay?
see the knock on.
That was
That's
a
going
good
to be the
setup.
scrum to
Time out,
Austin.
Shoelace.
And this is going to be a big battleground here. Scrum early on. Austin's got to have a stable scrum here. And you can bet that this Glendale forward pack is just putting everything into this scrum. If Austin wins, Glendale wants to give them bad ball so they can't do anything with it.
All right, there you go. Let's go, baby. Time back on.
So Glendale
I'll set it first.
now on the 5 metre line
Crouch,
of Austin. Will be Austin feed under a lot of pressure here
Bind.
after the bustling run from
Set.
right winger John Ryberg, playing on the left tonight. Now big tackle from the 9, Denishan,
Yeah, get back.
keeping Austin camped behind their try line, and not much of an option there from Romero just to put it in, a box kick,
Have a look
relieving
on that
some
one, all right?
pressure for Austin.
Yeah, that was a great scrum by Austin the
Just hold the
first
first
time.
one, wait. Keep him
Perfectly
open.
picked up at the back by
You open up,
Reitenbach.
open up. Back foot, boys, back foot. Winger.
So Fenolio with the line out. Well taken. And the drive ensues. Keeping it nice and tight now. Fenolio to the back, comes out to Nishan, dummies through, throws the fend, beats another. He's brought down. 8 from the try line. White. Oh, big hit, big clash from the big men. Same way for Glendale, quick ball for them. Denishan, Malifa has a go, another crunching tackle. Some early physicality between these two teams, as to be expected. Rogers tries to get an arm free. Takes his medicine,
Get out here.
goes to ground, back down the short side. Takado Simpson puts it down, it'll be a knock on. So good defense from the Austin Elite.
Outstanding defense by Austin. Some big rattling tackles that have shook up a couple of these Glendale players. And that was an area of strength for this Austin team. They like the way their defense has been playing throughout the season. Last week was a little bit of a hiccup,
Time out,
Coach
please.
Fenneberg said, but overall the defense has kept them in some of these matches. Even though they've lost them all, the defense has been one of the highlights of this Austin Elite season.
Rogers down, being attended to, but just if we cast our minds back a few seconds ago and the big run from Luke White, he was heavily met by another big man, Ben Mitchell, the captain. It's going to be a very interesting tussle between Mitchell and Luke White tonight. 2 of the top ball carriers in the league. Luke White with the most carries.
Happy, yeah.
Ben Mitchell,
formula.
number
It's all about
3.
keeping it in there, okay?
So it's a clash of the Titans.
Yeah, it's great to see big second
Then
rowers following
you
the
can, okay?
lead of Brody Rotalik on the world circuit, but again, a couple of big boys here in the MLR.
So Austin again
Bind.
with the feed, finding themselves
Set.
deep in their red zone. And some relieving pressure. Big scrum from Glendale. It's picked off the back. That's Breitenbach. Slow
That's your
ball.
player.
Settling it down. Another hit up. That's Mitchell, the captain. Big Ben, they call him. Up to the 22 now. Good settling play from Austin with the kick. It goes high toward the sideline. It'll go out. Takado Simpson takes it well, and he'll slow things down, and it will be a line out for Glendale right on the halfway line.
Yeah, right in front of us. That was a good relieving touch finder for the Austin team. Again, another solid scrum.
You take the line.
Exactly
take the
what they
line.
needed, that good possession. And Breitenbach picked up a couple of meters as well with a nice run.
Fenolio with a throw, well taken. Now some big forward runners. Luke White, the man that takes that ball up over the advantage line. Rogers, that trademark hairstyle of his, travels all the way to Boulder to get that cut. His favorite Floyd's Barbershop. London flex one away miraculously. Taikato Simpson steps, fights off another. Brilliant run. Now coming in, another sensational hard run. The back line are on fire tonight, as are these forwards. Plenty of runners putting their hands up. Through the back to no one, Malifa. Another miscommunication, nearly towed ahead. Cleaning up his daily for the Raptors. Denishan digs. Has Ryberg on the left. Takes it a little bit behind, standing start.
No, you get back.
Easy pickings for two defenders from Austin. Mitchell it was, and Silva at number 10.
Stay back.
In the middle of the field, Denishan. Recycling ball nicely. That's Petzer. Petzer looks for support, gets it away. Brilliant pickup, Taikato Simpson. Davidson now. Wonderful interchanging of pass by the back line for Glendale. And once again, they find themselves 10 meters from the Austin try line.
On the ground tackle.
Malifa, plenty of runners. Miss pass. Out to Daly. Looking for quick ball. Malifa again, and what a pass to Ryberg. It'll be an easy score for him. Nobody can stop John Ryberg from that position, and it's the first try of the match for the Glendale Raptors.
Okay, listen up. You held him. Knees went to ground. That means it constitutes a tackle.
Well, I didn't tackle him.
What great lead-up work that
Knees
was
went to
by
ground,
this
and it
entire
constitutes a tackle.
Glendale Raptors team. This is why they're so dangerous. We talked about how many line breaks they've had throughout this season, by #1 by far.
Blue.
But John Ryberg, the benefactor here at the end. Watch the miss pass when it eventually gets. There's Brendan Daly taking it down. Watch this pass right here by Malifa. Skips out two man, John Ryberg. That's what I was looking for on that first attempt. Cut back inside. He's just so tough, too high where the Austin tackler's there. You're never going to bring John Ryberg down with high tackles like that. But how about Petzer with that lead-up run and the swift handling by these guys? You know, Coach Williams was criticizing, or not criticizing so much, but saying that we've had far too many turnovers. But when you play like this, you know, you're going to have that. You're going to have some drops. But right now, this team is spot on. They look great so far in these early moments.
Well, what a dream for Malifa to have so many runners to choose from. That's what made it extremely difficult for the Austin defense. But the vision of Malifa to pick the appropriate runner as Petzer moves in, and that is well struck.
Well, we saw Malifa with a couple of miscommunications on two occasions with, he thought there was going to be an inside channel player coming in, and the ball went to nowhere. Both times Glendale did well to secure those possessions, but that's going to be one area I think that Coach Williams will be talking about at halftime. Just make sure we have a guy in that inside channel. Don't throw a wayward pass that Austin can come by, pick it up, and get a run against play. So far, it's been all Glendale.
They just struggled to get out of their own half. The Elite, as Rodrigo Silva restarts. Not the smartest option to send it to Ryberg as Petzer comes away from the danger of the sideline, finds his support. Clever play by Petzer.
Stay here.
London comes in to add his weight. Now Malifa, another wild pass out. It was Casey Rock that brought that one down. Same way, Malifa to White. Heavily marked tonight is Luke White, and why wouldn't he be? Mitchell racing up, leading the charge for his troops. Pinning Glendale behind the game line on that occasion. Slow ball. Plenty of numbers out here for Glendale. Will they use them? Taking it to the line was London, then to Petzer. Eventually finding Connor Cook, who's inches from the sideline. Using the width now, the Raptors. Heading back in field, Denishan gets it away to Malifa. And now to Fafita. Every player of this Raptors outfit getting a touch of the ball early. Daly over the halfway.
Stay here.
Plenty of numbers again. Recycling their players extremely well. London. And now it's Rock. Nearly getting through. There's Dahl, one of the busiest men on the field last week. Expect to see the same from him again. He makes himself a nuisance at ruck time as Connor Cook crawls his way
Back.
up to about 30 meters now from the Austin Elite try line. Rogers loses the ball. It was stripped and it's a turnover. They look to use it quickly. Silva finds some space, sends it deep. Taikato Simpson has to go back. Great chase from the Elite, putting pressure on Taikato Simpson, and that is a wonderful torpedo punt, old school style, all the way back up to the halfway line.
Yeah, look at this Austin Elite team. They have played defense this whole first 12 minutes of this contest, and this wave after wave of Raptor attack keeps coming at you. What a great steal it was by Austin to relieve a little bit of pressure. But you mentioned the kick by Taikato Simpson. What a great touch finder that was. Right back to midfield now. Ben Mitchell, he's the big target in this Austin Elite lineout. Look for him right in the middle of the lineout.
Wait for me.
It'll be Tian Erasmus, the hooker, to throw it in. It's successful. Oh, and it's nearly picked off by Fafita. He had his eye on that one the entire time.
Wow. Did you see that? Went right to his foot. The referee said he knocked it on.
Unlucky, kid.
Yeah. Would have played that a little bit better. Yeah, great play.
Maybe make you a nice proper line again.
Great take by Austin. The line flicking telegraph pass. Fafita just took his eye off it a little bit.
They're going to have a nice interlock.
You know, look for Atta Malifa. That defense for Austin is coming up so quick. Don't be surprised. One of these next time they get it out to Atta Malifa, he's going to have to go himself.
Your shoulders askew. Square up. That's better. Yeah.
Well, in Kalepi Fafita's defense, that ball was rocketing out
Bind.
of the scrum half's hands.
Sit.
Kyle Romero. Romero to feed the scrum. Glendale shove. Ball's at the back. Has it come out? Ball's out now. Is it turned over? And it is turned over by Glendale as it comes back down the short side. Casey Rock. Denishan to White. Throws the fake pass. Out now the same way. Rogers sends it behind to Petzer, who finds some space. That'll be a mark coming across. For our new rugby viewers, might be an opportunity, Brian, to just explain what exactly a mark is in the game of rugby.
Yeah, it's similar to a fair catch in football. Play still going, no mark. We'll come back to it.
We'll come back to that as that ball does not find touch. Taikato Simpson launching a counter-attack, and Malifa now finds some runners in Daly. Well brought in by Ryberg. Fingertip stuff there, up to the 40-meter line of the Elite. The Raptors throwing everything at Austin in this opening quarter. Casey Rock charges over the 40-meter line, coming back against the grain down. Denishan looking for support. Malifa sends it back the way that he wanted to. Dahl, he's well met.
There was a release.
Haven't made much of an advancement despite the possession. Taikato Simpson finds Fenolio. He fights himself over the advantage line eventually. Now Rogers takes a tight pass. Mixing up their play from tight and wide play now. The Raptors looking left, looking right. Out now to Fafita. Recycling the ball so well. This is what the Raptors do. Khalifa out the back. And that's well held.
Stay back.
Penny Tagive coming in like a missile.
Use it.
Nearly forcing the error. Wonderful ball retention here from the home team. Taikato Simpson acting scrum half. Malifa with another missed pass to Rogers. And that could possibly have been a try saver. Still keeping it alive. The ball is going backwards. Fafita gets it away to White. How did they manage to keep that ball? White gets it to Ryberg, who's nearly bundled into touch. Miraculous stuff from the Raptors to keep this ball in play. Must be phase number 29 as Connor Cook takes it to ground. Taikato Simpson at his new position of scrum half London finds a hole. He goes straight through London. He's a hard man to put down as well. Dahl's there in support. London holds on. And now the Raptors have numbers to the right. Rogers, first receiver.
No, you had it.
None of these Raptors players are playing. And there's Fenolio. He's through. Meters from the line. Inches, in fact. Denician under pressure. That was Chris Shade with a pressurizing tackle. The Raptors, yards away. Oh, straight through is Daly. That's too much pressure. They were bound to crack, and they did eventually. And that's a second try for the Raptors, courtesy of that man, Brendan Daly. 12 points to 0.
One of the keys we talked about at the beginning of the show, Mark, was the pressure that Glendale wanted to put on this Austin team, and my goodness, the 2 tries we've seen, what unbelievable ball retention has been by this Raptor squad. How about some of the hands we saw? There were some difficult passes. They wanted to keep the ball alive in the tackle, but the hands Ryberg showed one right on the sideline in front of us. Beautiful effort. And I think Harley Davidson made another. Atam Alifa caught a couple at his ankles, but the ball retention, boy, that was a clinic in how to recycle possession, how to keep attacking, looking for gaps. Chad London with the incisive run on that one. But and again, Zach Fanolo got it down close, but Brendan Daly always impressed with his play. What a great try it was for the Raptors. Boy, hats off. I mean, again, this Austin defense, these guys have to be spent. They've been playing defense for the first 17, 18 minutes of this contest. They really haven't had a whole lot of offensive pressure against the Glendale. But they have just, you know, again, they're bound to break in the way Glendale's been running the ball, handling the ball. It was just a matter of time.
Petzer to add the extras. And he'll get that, and that will be the conclusion of the first quarter as the players will head for their water break. And in 60 seconds, we'll be back after the break. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Yeah, let's take a look at the offensive pressure that we talked about. And here it is, Petzer making that big sprint down the sideline. There's the hands we're talking about. And again, back inside, the support play by the Raptor squad. There's Harley Davidson getting back to his feet, going to ground now. And you see the lining up Atam Alifa on the outside, the field marshal out here. He's done such a wonderful job with his back line. Again, Brendan Daly, more pressure, just keeping that defense on their toes, keeping them going backwards. There was the missed pass. There's the cutback by the league's leading try scorer, John Ryberg. That's 5 for him now, leading the MLR. And there you see a well-deserved break. And Zach Fanolo just talking to his forward pack, keeping him going, and that's what you do when you're captain. You don't want to settle for anything less. You want to keep him going, improve even, not just settle for what you've done so far.
Well, as you mentioned before, just that offensive pressure, just struggling for answers at the moment, Austin, as we see some of the Glendale faithfuls.
Well, Mark, if Glendale's not going to give him possession,
you got that picture right.
I mean, they're going to have to earn it. They've had one steal in this game so far, but they need about 5 or 6. But these Glendale players are so quick in support. They're getting to the breakdown quickly. The body position has been there. Everything has been textbook so far. I don't think there's a whole lot Davey Williams can complain about.
Get your winger back.
Rodrigo Silva
Let's go.
will restart and commence this second quarter. 14 points to 0 in favor of the home team.
Fine.
As that ball is taken in spectacular fashion. And the Raptors making easy yards on this fatiguing Austin defense. That's all they've really done in this first half. And just once again, plenty of yellow jerseys at the disposal of the number 10, Malifa. It's Connor Cook, steps back in. See the number 11 for Austin, Penny Tagive, everywhere in defense.
Dominant the breakdown, holding on.
Tackler roll. And that's, as you mentioned, Brian, that's what needs to probably happen, is some more steals at breakdown time. It was the number 7, Mo Abdelmanem.
Okay, yeah, watch. Watch Abdelman just go over the top. Good body position. There's the steal right there. And interesting on that, on the penalty, they elected to go for the line out. They know they need to score tries against this Glendale Raptors team. It's just too high octane offense. They forego the 3 points, which is a makeable kick.
Kevin,
now
just
they're
keep
still
the 2
down
there, okay?
for the line out, trying to drive one over through their forwards.
And Austin's best attacking opportunity of the match so far. They've rarely found themselves at this part of the field as they drive.
Patrick, 1-9.
Big forward pack on big forward pack comes free now through Erasmus. One out stuff.
Step back here.
Mo Abdelmanem taking that one up to the 5 meter line now. Pressing the line of the Raptors. Good pass out to Mitchell, the captain. Same way for Austin.
Is he back, Derek?
Silva through the hands now. Suniula can't be brought in
Never onside.
by Zinzan Paddock. And that's offside and taken quickly. Austin on the charge. Easy try for Silva and they hit back.
That was 13
Great
offside.
try for the Austin Elite.
Yeah, beautiful reply by Austin. They needed that. They struck quickly. Excellent try. Good quick tap penalty too. Rodriguez Silva gets the first try on the board for this Austin Elite team. They had to reply and they did in kind. There was the quick tap. They really caught the Glendale Raptors off guard. And there's Silva dotting down. Another look. Here's the quick tap. 3-on-2 on the outside, just going through the would-be tackler to dot down, getting this Austin team on the board. Well-deserved try there. They played a lot of defense in that first 20 minutes. First time they touched the ball on offense and scores a try.
Good. Right, just stay on top of it.
Conversion attempt. Just waved away. Shades the left of the upright, so the score will remain at 14 points to 5. Austin Elite hit back with that try.
Tullamore Dew, official Irish whiskey of the Glendale Raptors.
So Adam Alifa,
Good to go?
number 10 for
Okay, he's
Glendale.
off. Let's go.
To
Thank you.
restart.
Right back on.
Sends it long. That is the trademark restart by Glendale. Making the opposition work hard out of their red zone. Keeping ball in hand for now. Could be a box kick, and it is. Sending it long, was inside the 22, so that's okay that the ball goes out in the full. There will be a line out just inside the 40-meter line of the Austin Elite.
Going back to my conversation with Pedri Vandenberg earlier this week, he said, you know, it's been a tough season for us. We've battled a lot of bad elements. You know, the fans have been coming out, but, you know, they've always come out and it's been rainy or cold or sometimes both. So I think they like these dry conditions. Oh, big hit.
Luke White heavily met by Andrew Suniula.
Leave it now.
Could feel the vibrations up here. Same way, Malifa. Fenolio up to the 40-meter line. Now back midfield through Fafita.
Leave it.
Plenty of support coming through, allowing this exemplary ball retention for the hosts. Luke White again showing why he is leading the league in carries, and now that ball speculative, but out to Connor Cook. Textbook tackle around the ankles, but it's all the Raptors at the moment.
Play it back on.
A sea of yellow jerseys out to the left. Malifa to White. All over him like a rash, this Austin defense.
No. He's got it. He's got it.
Looks like a turnover.
He's got it.
Ben Krause, the referee, indicating that
Oh, it's backwards by Blue.
Austin have turned it over.
Turnover,
This
good.
is a great little run by the little scrum half. Romero up to the 40-meter line. Looking to capitalize on the turnover. Silva, beautiful pass to Mitchell. That loping stride, taking his team all the way up to 30 meters from the try line now.
Release first. Step back.
Making a mess of that ruck now. It was Peter Dull doing his best to turn it over, but the Elite still with it. Silva, dummies, takes it to the line, breaks free. Silva, not even looking for support. Great run by the fly half. Kicking through, looks like it might have been offside. He's going to win the race, but it'll be brought back. Yes, it was offside. Very unfortunate.
Oh, what a stellar piece of play that was by Austin again. The big run by Big Ben Mitchell.
Penalty scrum.
Got them in position on a full arm penalty. It's
front
going
of
to
the
relieve.
kicker.
Now it's the Glendale Raptors
Offside.
sucking a little air right now, because Austin did well to put some attack against them.
Well, I tell you what, Brian, this Glendale home
You were in front of
crowd,
the kicker?
a little bit silent all of a sudden. After the last 7 or so minutes, it's been all Austin showing what they are capable of. Makes for a much more exciting contest, that's for sure.
Listen up.
Rodrigo Silva with a couple of good
I gave
runs for
that
this
turnover
Austin
because he
team.
was on the
He
ball
was a
first. I
try
want you to
scorer.
get out of the breakdown quicker, okay?
Here's
Get to your
another look
side.
at it. Just in front. Yeah, that's a good call. Easy call.
There you go.
But if that would have worked out, it would have
Open.
been a brand new ball game.
Open. And on that side.
Well, hasn't Rodrigo Silva added some spark to this Austin team, returning after injury? Silva, 26 years of age, 52 caps for his native Uruguay. And now Glendale through Petza, short ball to White, nearly gets it away, lays it back nicely. Numbers coming around, Finolio at first receiver. Pressurizing defense from Zinzan Ilan Patek, the vice captain.
Use it.
Malifa
Wingers on.
puts it to the air and long. Turning around, the number 14, Faison Donahoe,
Carry it in, carry
does
it in.
extremely well to take that ball while running backwards. Ball stays in. Wind
Yeah,
must
on.
be pushing that ball in play over on that side of the field as Taikato Simpson nearly breaks free. Keeping the
Line,
ball
timing is
alive
good.
again. Glendale spreading it to Finolio up to the halfway. Exciting stuff here in Infinity Park. Malifa taking it to the line. Crunching tackle by Mitchell. He's been instrumental for Austin tonight. And a penalty now,
Go back.
as it looks like there's been a momentum
First
shift
arrival
in
on the
this
ball.
match.
Holding on.
Abdomen again with another steal, the flanker for this Austin team. What great defense it's been by Austin so far. That has been the key of this game. They have been making some brilliant tackles. They caught out of Malifa that time, and then he got a little bit isolated. Finolio's clearance wasn't there.
Sorry, who's calling?
And good defensive play once again creates that penalty. Oh, and that's a nice touch finder too. Look at that, all the way
Guys, I
down
can't hear anything.
to about 8 meters out. They did well from the line out last time. They used Ben Mitchell in the middle of the line. He's calling the calls. Is he going to call his own number?
Well, that's what Austin need right now. That kick from Silva, taking his team all the way down. They need their big players to
Luke,
step up, and
I
that's
was-
what they're doing. Mitchell
Luke,
leading the
I was
charge,
happy with the daylight, then he
both
went
in
on to the ball
defense
straight.
and offense for Austin.
Thanks.
Just needs his troops to follow suit now.
Can we adjust the numbers quickly? Quicker? Numbers? Good.
Ben Krause asking for some adjustment in the numbers as Erasmus gets it in, nearly upset.
Line it over. All back.
Comes back,
all
it's
back.
backwards, it's play on, it's batted to Silva under pressure with the menacing figure of
Leave it.
Luke White bearing down on him. Coming back now, little step by Pieterse, the South African. Romero,
Is it high or just on
it's
the
held
ball?
up and turned over. It was stripped in the tackle by Daly,
That was ripped in there.
and it's stolen back as well. It's going to be a penalty. That was on the ground. So the original turnover by Daly it was, and now
Red card.
Hey, you guys,
Little
get
bit
off
of
my back.
flavour.
Get off my back.
That's good
players
defensive work by Brendan Daly created that.
Back off the play.
Emotions are high. It's been a really hotly contested game. Some big hits from both sides. Maybe a little frustration
let's
on
play
that
for Tom.
re-steal and penalty.
Just wait.
I'm sure the referee's
Get
going to be
back.
talking to
Get
the
back.
side judge, the assistant referee.
Derek, tell me when it's coming up. Space. Captain. Stand over there.
Look at his mouth.
Okay. Ben, can you stand over there, please? Did you have a clear view of what happened after I gave the penalty?
So blue 2 threw the ball at the gold player.
Okay.
And
Nothing else after that. So I'm going to stick to my original penalty. Just have a word with him. Tell him to cool down. Is that fine? Good. Right, number 2. Captain. Derek. Right, fellas, listen up. You had the penalty. I don't know what happened afterwards. We didn't see it. Then he threw the ball. We're not sure where it landed. So you stay cool. We will control the game. And then my other issue was too many players coming in and joining. There's 2 big men. They can sort out themselves. Okay. So you go have a quick word.
Hang on.
It won't happen again.
Punches?
Listen up. No, I didn't see clear punches. Looking, you're going to trust me now?
All right, I'll trust you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So that's all
you're
gonna.
No wins, mate. You don't want to throw punches.
Looking. That's not how we're going to deal with it. I asked you to go talk to your team, and you go talk to your team. None of that again. We're going to stick to the regional penalty, side entry, and playing the ball. Okay.
Wow, that was well handled for mine by referee Ben Krause.
Nothing yet.
What do you say, Brian, about that?
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was well handled. I think Luke
I need you to
White's
trust
got a
me.
little extra
Okay.
feeling about it. I think he saw something or felt something that the referee and the side judge did not see.
That's not our job. That's the citing commission. Okay.
So let's see if we can see something here. Okay, there's. Okay, that's where the offense, right? He did not like that.
Let's go. Let's play some.
Oh, yeah.
You got the penalty. Okay, Ricky.
A little something. I don't know if it's worthy of a yellow, but the referee originally had the full arm penalty.
Right, let's keep
A little bit of frustration.
Well, he did ask his assistant referee if there was anything after the ball throw. I did see a bit of a push and a shove, so
in the game.
mine there was, but the idea is just
that's the middle.
To take control, keep tempers down. That's what referee Ben Krause is asking. Dahl cleans up nicely. Good hands from Fafita to White, back to Fafita.
There was clear daylight.
15 meters gained between those two, but it's stolen. Silva now looking to capitalize. This Austin Elite team goes behind to Silva. Mitchell wanted that one. Good flat pass by Suniula. Out wide to Faison Donahoe. Short side. Nearly taken out. Ball comes in. It's a penalty.
Advantage 5, gold offside.
So playing advantage
never
was
onside.
Referee Krause. Never onside, he says.
Luke White pink for offside. One thing Glendale's been really effective doing is using their props on the give and go. Luke White and Fafita.
Luke.
Or their big men. Anyway, Luke White and Fafita have been very, very active in that back line of this Glendale Raptors team. But again, that's the 3rd steal, I think, in the first half hour of play by Mo Abdelmanin. He's been outstanding defensively for this Austin team, creating turnover after turnover when they needed him to at crucial times. And another great touch finder right back down in the Glendale end is this Austin team.
Once again, Rodrigo Silva, Uruguayan, taking charge with the boot.
A crucial line out here. Have to be right on Tian Erasmus.
Thank you.
Last time was a little bit trouble in the line out. Mitch is a clean option.
They're going for a 5-man line out. Some big men midfield. Will Silva use SWAT? It's pinched at the line out. Missed opportunity for Austin. Brendan Daly again. He's really put his hand up tonight. Daly, little dummy. There's Bateman.
Back here.
Placement. Scrum half. Malifa. Back to Ricardo Simpson.
Okay.
Sending it high. It'll just go out. So not a bad kick. But Austin get another bite of the cherry.
Yeah, good kicking by both these teams so far. Silva and that time Ricardo Simpson with another nice touch. They just got into touch.
You can take the line.
But a great steal by Brendan Daly. Once again, Austin's got to take advantage of the opportunities down deep.
Brendan Daly, the man from San Francisco. 28 years of age. Having a stellar game tonight. And Austin, this time, make that one stick. Out to Silva. Short ball. And that's a man you don't want to run into. Luke White, crunching tackle. Oh, the ball just goes loose. Brendan Daly gets a hand on that. He's going to call it a knock-on. Playing advantage now.
Sorry for that, Pete.
Looks like it might have been ripped by Dahl. Kick over the top toward the sideline. Not a bad option. Advantage over, so it will come down for a line out now to Glendale on the 22-meter line. Long throw, that's play on. American football style. Davidson, haven't seen much of him tonight. Sets sail. Good thinking and clever play by Taikato Simpson. And now he puts ball to boot. Counter-attacking. Austin straight through. Beautiful run. Joart still going. He may go all the way. He changes hands and he will. Slices them open. Is he held up? Oh, we're going to have a look at this one. He's already called it held up. How on earth was that held up?
Oh my goodness, what a startling run, a stunning display of open field running.
That's what we want, boys.
That was by
Keep him under control.
Showdown. Let's see the tail end of it here. There's Daly.
In goal, they don't have to roll away.
Taikato Simpson.
You understand that? In goal, they don't have to roll away.
Yep, held up.
Yeah, he can clean.
Good call by the referee. Great defense by the Raptors.
Well, guess who?
What was that?
Brian Visit. Daly has been everywhere, and
Yep.
just the momentum of the angle that he came from was enough to turn Jodat on his side and then eventually on his back. That is the try-saver of all try-savers.
Yeah, but he's close to play.
Beautiful effort right there by Austin. Again, you know what I'm impressed with? Mark, the fight back on this Austin team. They played defense that whole first 15 minutes. It looked like it was going to be all Glendale, but they really turned the corner. First Bank. Password recovery is a thing of the past. Fingerprint login available in the First Bank mobile banking app, efirstbank.com. But back to it, you know, talking to Coach Fenneberg, he said, we're just looking for one thing to turn this season around. I mean, a great effort here against Glendale.
Luke, is he good?
Could be that moment.
Is he fine? Where's the number 6? Are you good?
They're going to have to put in here on this scrum. Let's see if they can do anything with it. Last scrum, Glendale demolished the Austin Black Pack, or the Austin Elite Pack. Let's see what Austin can do here down close. Look for Breitenbach to get it out quick.
Crouch!
Austin with prime attacking
Fine.
position here.
Sit!
Need a steady scrum at the very least. That's better from them. Off the back. Breitenbach. Numbers getting around. To the middle. That's Swat. With some support. Need quick ball here. Same way for Austin. Shade. Again. To the big forward runners coming around the corner. Looking to come back now. One out pass to Echeverria.
Luke back.
Glendale holding firm. Silva, short ball, Suniula.
Missed it.
Well met around the legs. And here comes Mitchell with yet another big carry. Behind the back to Silva. No support. Has to take it in himself. Losing some shape here, Austin. Some tired legs. Shade doing his best. Up over the advantage line. Some numbers to the left now. Again, fantastic defense by this Raptors outfit. Swat. Big tackle by Casey Rock. The hooker, Erasmus.
Stay back.
They haven't moved forward, only sideways. Little dummy there from Patik.
And away. Stay here.
Again, looking tired, Mitchell. Put his hands up once more. Back, they need something special here. This is too easy for the Glendale defense. Austin, you could throw a blanket over them right now.
From 9 to 2.
Just ran out of options
From
there.
9 to 2.
Yeah, just that little knock on at the end. That was a little bit of impatience that time by scrum half Mitch Romero. Went forward in that tackle. That's going to relieve a little bit of pressure here for this Glendale team. But great build-up by Austin as far as recycling. You said they're all pretty tightly bunched though, and there was the little knock right there. Let Glendale off the hook. Good defense by the Raptors though. Seen some really good recycling by both these squads in this first half of rugby. Only about 3 minutes left in this first half. Glendale up 14-5. The pressure's still on the Raptors though. They're still inside their 22-meter line.
Crouch!
Yes, remarkable defensive effort by the Raptors.
Sit!
Austin will be ruining that missed opportunity.
Let's go, 9!
Now the Raptors with an extremely solid platform at scrum time. At the back again. He's made that a bit of a trademark this season. Taikato Simpson, the flick out of the right hand. Dahl.
Leave it! Off your feet!
You can see Austin trying to make a mess of the breakdowns. Seems to be their only option to slow down this
No play.
quick ruck by the Glendale Raptors.
Not on your
Dahl
arm.
in first receiver again. Sends it to Malifa. Malifa showing and nearly going, but brought down. Same way, the Raptors through the hands. Luke White, and stripped by the winger. Brilliant effort by Tagive. That was a rugby league tackle if I've ever seen it. That's a shame, a little knock on. Not capitalizing on that brilliant turnover by Tagive there.
Okay, see Luke White coming in on this ball, and watch this, just a little bit careless, ready to set it down, but Tagive with a great play just ripped that ball right out of his hands.
Right there, that's
Let's go. No, that's fine.
Tagive, you can tell that he's comfortable in defence. He's played a lot of rugby league in Australia. Grew up in Campbelltown, played for the West Tigers, all you NRL fans will know. St George Illawarra Dragons, the famous Sydney Roosters. He's played some sevens for the national team.
Oh, yeah. Coach!
Proudest moment is winning the NRL Premiership with the Dragons in 2010. That's a big deal
now you go.
in Australian sporting history. He is not shy to get in
Let's get it out.
and mix it up in defence. But it'll be the Raptors now down the short side with the hot stepping Taikato Simpson up to the 40-metre line.
Bonnie's never onside.
Big line of players now.
You've got it
open
both sides, 9.
for the Raptors. Malifa steps up. Has White to his left, but goes straight through. Then gets it away. Fenolio with one arm. Classy play from the hooker. Malifa wants it. He's got numbers inside, outside. Could have gone himself, but Chad London is brought down by Tagive. Probably the top tackler of the evening for both teams. Dahl gets it away cleverly. Back to London. Little miss pass. Goes over the sideline. Playing advantage for offside was the referee.
Yeah, how quickly Glendale can get back in the attacking zone. Great ball movement there. Fenolio with good hands that kept that ball inside. Looks like they're going to go for, they're right on the stroke of halftime. Good call here by the skipper, Luke White. Petzer, we've seen him make a conversion from just about that same spot earlier in this contest. This will probably be the last play of the half. It's been a very, very entertaining half, Mark. I'm really impressed by the comeback by Austin. It started out, it looked like it was going to be a one-team show. Glendale just all offense in that first 18, 20 minutes. But Austin, they got that one break, scored that try with their first touch of the ball, really. And then they've kept it close ever since. It's been a really entertaining first half of rugby.
It has indeed, Brian. And Austin, as you said, after the Raptors raced out to a 14-0 lead, Austin showed all they needed was the ball. They finally got hold of the ball, made the most of an early opportunity, and that got their tails and confidence up. And Could have scored a second try to bring it to 14-10, possibly 12. But it will be the Raptors to get the last say in this half with a 3-point penalty to Robert Petzer. So they extend their lead to 17 points to 5 over the visitors, the Austin Elite Rugby team. And we're going to break for the half here at Infinity Park. Don't go too far, as we'll come back after the break with some comments of the first half.
Today's match from Rugbytown, USA is brought to you by West Terra Credit Union, official credit union sponsor of the Glendale Raptors. Get your Raptors Visa card now. Butler Rents, official tent and event supply provider for Infinity Park, building extraordinary events. And by Guinness, made of more. Please drink responsibly.
Mistakes are a part of the school.
Sod off, Danny.
Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. 'Tis I'll be here
in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so.
She reminds me, Mora.
Tullamore Dew, the original triple blend Irish whiskey.
I cut my own hair.
I buy in bulk. So do I.
Jag tar med mitt eget godis när jag går på bio.
I still use my parents' TV login.
Saving is in style.
Get your official Glendale Raptors debit card or credit card at Westera Credit Union. If keeping your money in Colorado is important to you, and you want to save money, stop by any Westera branch. Make Westera your Colorado credit union. Choose a Westera card with the Colorado flag, Raptors logo, or players. Pick the card that's right for you. Get your free debit card or credit card today. Plus, you'll get a free Colorado flag t-shirt.
Federally insured by NCUA.
Maybe it's the 2.5 centuries of friendships that have begun over a Guinness. Maybe it's our welcoming balance of roasted, bittersweet flavor, or how the long-lasting head keeps every sip fresh over the course of a long conversation. But there is something about a Guinness that reminds you there's less that separates us than brings us together. Here's to us all.
Welcome back, viewers, to a chilly but dry evening here in Infinity Park, Glendale, Colorado, for round 7, the Major League Rugby competition. The hosts, the Raptors, are leading this match 17 points to 5 over the Austin Elite from Texas. And it's been an entertaining match so far, to say the least, Brian Visit.
Yeah, no, its first 15 minutes or so belonged all the time to this Glendale Raptors side. There's Petzer with a nice run down to about the 22-meter line. That's where Glendale was so effective in the early goings. The support play and the offloading and the tackle, they were just phenomenal in that area of play. There you see Harley Davidson going to ground. The referee says, yep, he's been on the ground. Let's get it out. And Malifa does a really good job here. Brendan Daly, he goes to floor here. But watch the missed pass out by Atta Malifa. He had a really good first half, I thought. Atta did, finding some of his outside backs in the open. Ryberg, easy work there. You can't go high on John Ryberg. Try to bring him down. That's down for his 5th MLR try. There's Finolo. He's going to bring it close here. for this Glendale Raptors team. And then hard work into Denisian. Gets it close yet again. They're going backwards though, but Glendale again, just too savvy a team. You see Finolio on the backside, Brendan Daly. Just another poor attempt there by Austin. They were good for the most part on their defensive play, but that was after a long passage of play, and you couldn't fault them too much on that. But Austin, what a heart they had in that first half. They came back brilliantly. They got it down deep, and basically on their first touch, offensively, they get it going. There's a quick tap penalty, and gets it out wide, and a nice score by Silva. And he was good with ball in hand and with his foot. Kept putting Austin in pretty good attacking positions. But the last 20 minutes of play, much more evenly balanced. They did a really good job, and here's some great individual running. Shoda nearly scored a try. I thought he was in, but look at the great defensive effort. Brendan Daly and Takado Simpson clearly held up in the try zone. No try awarded, but a great individual effort it was. That would have been a huge try for Austin if they would have converted. Then the last penalty at the half, good decision by Luke White, electing to go for goal, adding that three-pointer, 17-5 at the break. But as you said, very entertaining half, and I'm really looking forward to the second half of rugby.
As am I, Brian Visit. So good to see Austin hit back in that first half.
Be sure to watch Raptors Weekly every Wednesday with host Dallin Stanford, keeping you up to date on everything in Raptordom. Go to GlendaleRaptors.com and check out the latest video section. Here's a quick sample from last week's show.
By the Arrows. Looks like it may have been turned over. Wow, this was last week. You see the conditions, Brian. The snow. For the Arrows getting in, getting his sticky claws on the ball, and now they've turned it over.
Raptors lock Brendan Daly secures the throw-in, and the pack drives ahead. But number 4, Arrows lock Michael Shepard, makes a great steal and gives possession to Toronto. Referee Luke Rogan clearly says that the new maul is taken in by White, which means that they are in control and it's their responsibility to get the ball out when the maul finishes. When a Toronto player falls down and causes the maul to go to ground and the ball is unplayable, the put-in on the subsequent scrum goes back to Glendale. A double maul turnover is a pretty rare occurrence in rugby, but it's a great reminder that the team which initiates the maul has the obligation to eventually get it out cleanly, or they'll lose possession. The Glendale Raptors try of the week featured a snowbird taking flight and coming down with 5 points.
Use it now.
After several weeks of being a master try distributor, this week DTS gets on the board himself with a spectacular effort at the end of the first half.
Makes a couple of meters, so they're 5 meters out. The Raptors, can they finally break the seal of this wonderful defensive effort for the last 10 minutes? Oh, beautiful pass into space. Easy as you like. He goes in untouched. That's Takado Simpson off the pass of Malifa. It was too much pressure, and the Raptors score the second try of the match, 10 points to 0, with a conversion to come.
Get about right a manual on how to play conditions. Malifa doesn't seem to be affecting him at all. Ball coming out of hand very nicely. You see just standing, and the way he holds up the defense on the inside will show and go. Easy as you like. That man, Takado Simpson.
Where did the other one go? Just grab the other one.
He's dangerous. Former New Zealand touch player.
Yeah, certainly.
It's probably the first time he's ever played in snow, I would imagine.
What really makes this try is a quick service from Kolo Denisa and a fantastic skip pass from Ata Malifa.
They were manned up. It was just a little defensive lapse, I think, by Malcolm, just biting in unnecessarily, which left the space for Takado Simpson to waltz on through and over the try line.
Takado Simpson might never have played in that much snow before, but he took to it like a real polar bear.
Great stuff by Dallin Stanford. And if you want to see more of this, go to GlendaleRaptors.com and check out the latest video section. Great stuff.
Now still halftime here at Infinity Park. We're going to take a short break. Don't go too far, viewers, as we come back for second half action in just a moment.
Today's match from Rugby Town, USA is brought to you by Hampton Inn and Suites, official hotel of the Glendale Raptors, and by Guinness, made of more. Please drink responsibly.
Maybe it's the 2.5 centuries of friendships that have begun over a Guinness. Maybe it's our welcoming balance of roasted, bittersweet flavor, or how the long-lasting head keeps every sip fresh over the course of a long conversation. But there is something about a Guinness that reminds you there's less that separates us than brings us together. Here's to us all.
I make my coffee at home.
I cut my own hair.
I buy in bulk. So do I.
Jag tar med mitt eget godis när jag går på bio.
I still use my parents' TV login.
Saving is in style.
Mistakes are the portals of discovery.
Sod off, Danny.
Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. 'Tis I'll be here
In sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so.
She reminds me of me mother.
Tullamore Dew, the original triple blend Irish whiskey.
Get your official Glendale Raptors debit card or credit card at Westera Credit Union. Choose a Westera card with the Colorado flag, Raptors logo, or players. Pick the card that's right for you. Plus, you'll get a free Colorado flag t-shirt.
Federally insured by NCUA.
Welcome back, viewers. It's halftime here in Infinity Park, Glendale, Colorado, for round 7 of the Major League Rugby season. The hosts, the Glendale Raptors, are leading this match 17 points to 5. A very hard-fought contest with the Austin Elite. And plenty of action in that first half. We've got some reserves up on your screen now for the Austin Elite. Some experience, some youth, and plenty of pace as well. Silver doing a great job, but Gearman, also backup fly half, can do the job too. The men up front are doing a fine job so far. They just need some more possession to show what they can do.
Okay, looking at this Raptors team, lots of new faces on this reserve bench for the Raptors. Chad Goff, Maxwell Lum, Cody O'Neill, we've seen him before. Johnny Lane, Will Monroe, Mickey Bateman, he's in the game, came in early for Denisian at that scrum half position, but a couple of guys, Davey Williams, knows what they can do. Mika Cruze and Nick Johnson, veterans of this Glendale Raptors squad. He knows all about them.
But, well, we mentioned before, Brian, we have two big men on the field leading the charge in the league for carries. Ben Mitchell, of course, captain of Austin, and Luke White is leading the league in ball carries, and you can see why. Always putting his hand up, just stripping the ball, so hungry for it, and the skill to get the ball away. Draws a lot of attention. You can see Austin put in at least 2 men on him, and Mitchell doesn't just love running, but he can run too. He's got pace for a big man, very deceptive, coming in on the angle, always putting his hand up. He's been equally impressive in defense as well, Brian, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I certainly would say that. And, you know, Glendale is using Luke White, like we mentioned early in the game. They're using him in that midfield, trying to soften up that defense, trying to find a hole in that, or punch a hole in that Austin backline defense. And why it's so good to have Luke White do that. He's such a good man with ball in hand.
I'm not going to make an issue about it now, but next game,
Yeah, this is the first time we've used it.
So
it's just about
Next weekend, come on out and watch the Raptors take on the San Diego Legion at Infinity Park on Saturday night, March 9th at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, or you can watch live on KTVD 20, your home for Raptors rugby.
Well, that'd be a bumper match, Brian.
No, it certainly will.
San Diego in third at the moment on equal points with second place Rugby United New York. And the Raptors, should they win, they can jump into, well, second place tonight with a 4-pointer. They won't quite catch NOLA, who are leading the league at the moment with 21 points.
Yeah, there's Connor Cook. We talked to his dad earlier today, his brother Danny, who he's dedicated his season to, second week in basic training at Fort Benning. There you see Petzer and Fafita, they're having a good laugh out there. Both of them had some bollocking runs in that first half. Relaxed atmosphere for this Glendale Raptors squad. Let's see if they start out like they did in the first half, or is it going to be the way the Austin Elite finished that first half?
Rodrigo Silva to get us underway in this second half at Infinity Park, Glendale, Colorado. If you're just joining us, viewers, welcome. I'm Mark Stabina, joined by Brian Visit in the commentary booth. We're having a fantastic time up here watching some incredible rugby by both these teams. Glendale to bring it out. Taikato Simpson has done plenty of kicking tonight. That's a spiraling high ball. Silva did very well.
Thank you.
Oh, it's called a knock on. I wasn't too sure about that, the way that he was facing.
Wow, that was a tough call. Look from here that it was, let's see, that was a difficult kick. I mean, you could see that thing spiraling. Look at that camera work. It looked like he, oh, maybe. Well, referee called it. It was very close. Silva had a great effort, though, on it.
That's what I do.
But that's the break that Glendale was looking for early in this second half.
First half, let's keep it.
Consistency was one of the things that Dave Williams wanted to see more of, better of. He saw a great 20-minute display, and then he saw a little bit of inconsistency after that, but give Austin some credit, too. They came to play.
Give Silva some credit, too, for even getting underneath that ball. I would have run away from that one, Brian.
Set!
Scrum time. Glendale, good shove from the Elite. Ryberg has been a little quiet in the game so far. Been well contained. The ball comes in the same direction. Brendan Daly, an outstanding performer in that first half. London spots a gap. It's well covered by his opposite number. Coming back midfield. Daly acting as pivot. Luke White for another carry. London, quick hands. Cook. Stern defense by the Texans. White is wide. He wants it. He gets it. Takes two men to bring him down. And now Malifa out the back. Oh, just can't quite handle it. And it's towed forward, but it'll come back for that knock on. Taking his eye off the prize there. I think that was Rock.
It was Casey Rock that knocked that ball on. Good pressure defense again by Austin.
Number 5
Luke White, I don't think he's hurt his chances of retaining that ball carry lead in the league. I mean, he must have had 10 touches already in this game. There's the pass, a little bit behind. That's one thing I think Glendale could improve on today. Some of the passes have been behind. So you see Dylan Pizzi coming out for the Austin Elite in that second row. Get some fresh legs out there. Austin with a put in. We talked about Tagive, how good he was on defense. He's one-on-one on the outside over there against John Ryberg.
Miguel Romero, a.k.a. Mitch, to his teammates. Feeds the scrum. A little messy at the back for him. Penalty to the Elite.
Only one side went around. Come back. Only one side went around.
So Austin.
Loose it around the corner.
Now, and here the referee. Only one side coming around in the scrum. Whatever that means,
Remember,
Brian.
we committed all three go forward, not just one side.
Illegal
Okay,
scrummaging.
all three.
You heard me. Gave it a little bit more explanation. Both sides need to come forward in that scrum. It's just that tight head side on this side for Austin that was going forward, or for Glendale rather, loose head side.
Yes, watch the heart!
I think it was that front row over on the left side. Either way, it's going to be an Austin put in. Nice.
Austin winning that line out. So now, with some much needed possession, Suniula up to the gain line, not necessarily over. That ball finds nobody except London, and he gets it away to Davidson. Back in field, Bateman finding his troops. That's Rogers. Front row getting involved.
Get out.
With ball in hand for the Raptors. Malifa. Great pass out from Fenolio to Daly, who gets it back in. Ryberg so hard to put down. There's a replacement scrum half, Bateman, in support. Raptors now looking lively. Luke White steps into fly half. Nearly gets through. 3 men to bring him down, as per usual. And that ball goes to ground again. Some miscommunication. London has to clean up. And slowing the ball down. Through the hands, Taiketo Simpson with that flick pass to Davidson. Shrugs one, aims for the posts, and he is over. The Glendale Raptors hit back. First try of the second half to Harley Davidson.
I think he heard you, Mark. I think he heard you said he's been a little quiet today. But he just revved it up right there. And how about the outstanding little pass again, Taiketo Simpson? We've seen 3 or 4 no-look little flicks out wide to him, and you see a happy Harley Davidson there. I think that's his 4th try in the MLR season. Listen, they just look at little deceptive no-look pass. And Harley Davidson was waiting for it. He was ready for that little short pass. Beautiful score by the Raptors. That's try number 3. One more, looking for a bonus point.
Should be a mere formality for Petzer, right in front of the sticks. Makes no problems of it. Extending their lead now. That's a heartbreaker for Austin. You'd have to say we're well in this game. Still plenty of time for them.
Yeah, they got to get back on the board here now. I think one thing Davey Williams is probably going to be looking at when he sees that film is how many passes went to ground. I mean, they do a great job with all those support plays and the nifty passes, but it's those other passes that nobody's claiming that falling to the ground. That's 4 or 5 today that have hurt their chances.
Ball only.
Silva putting it high. It's contestable. It comes down. It's backwards, but it's in the hands of Austin. They need to do something and do it quickly.
Right, tackle.
Trailing by 19 points. And that's a strong run there from the big number 6, Rikas Swat. Same way, Silva spots a gap, throws the left arm out.
Tackle.
White manages to bring him down. Flat pass out to the hooker, Erasmus. On the 22-meter line of Glendale, and it's turned over, illegally so.
Off your feet and playing it. Tackler.
Good opportunity here for Austin. We saw in the first half they foregoed points. They went for the line out. They're going to do the same thing here, I think.
Okay, White, just White foot.
In Silva, he's been very good with the boot. Gets it down to about 10 meters out. So good attacking position once again.
Number 1.
Let's take another look at it. There's Casey
And
Rock
number
with
12.
a tackle. Bundle up. Not
on the ball there, on the ball.
Not getting away from that tackle. It might have been Will Monroe, I think, as well. Involved, not rolling away. But as it is, it's going to be Austin. They need to score here down deep. They've had a couple of mishandles when they had 5-meter lineouts in the first half.
You mentioned Will Monroe. And the number 20, 28 years old from Sydney, has entered the field. And Austin
Yeah, I'm in the gap.
Squandering an opportunity.
Another missed opportunity there, Mark.
Taikato Simpson for the relieving kick. They're not out of jail just yet, the Raptors, just over the 22-meter line. So Austin will have another opportunity.
Yeah, but it's those kind of things when you're 0-5 on the season. You got to strike. You got to take every possible advantage and opportunity that comes your way.
Line out is a success to the back. Quick hands now out to Silva. The number 19, the replacement, Travis Larson, getting a touch. Hands now to another replacement, Lerone White. He does well, up over the advantage line. And now Austin with numbers, Silva out the back, through the hands. Nifty little play, but well brought down. Here's Casey Rock, like lightning across on the drift. Players down.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Go, go, go.
It looks like a Austin player down as well over on that sideline.
Just open up.
It was good defense by the Glendale Raptors. It looked like it was danger on the outside. Who was that came in? That was Casey Rock that came in.
Okay.
Oh, and then
I
the
saw
collision
from here just sliding up, so
with Harley Davidson.
So did the in apply?
Oh, Ryberg, John Ryberg, yeah.
Luke.
Double team. And that's why we. Yeah, and they're back up. Good job.
The referee might have a look at a high tackle there. You
So
saw
what happened
Ryberg.
was tackle started here,
Let's have a
ended up
listen.
here. It was dangerous, nothing malicious. We only going to go penalty. No. We spoke to each other. Okay. We got it on the screen. Oh, no, we're just talking.
So that was for the high tackle by Ryberg on the fullback, Sahel Jaldat.
Okay, another opportunity. This is yet the fourth or fifth 5-meter lineout they've had in the contest. I think they scored from one of them. It resulted in that quick tap penalty that resulted in the try, but let's see if they can bring this down. They've had trouble securing possession. That's where it's been.
Using a full line out here, so expect a drive. Oh, it's nearly pinched again. They're coming through. He's put down. So Austin lucky there to retrieve the ball after nearly pinched. Looks like he's over the line. Arm is up. It's a try. It's a try after the line out to the Austin Elite. And new man to the outfit, Mo Abdelmanam. He's been fantastic for this Austin Elite side tonight, everywhere.
Oh, not now, maybe later.
Well, we saw him defensively with 3 great steals in that first half. That was a really good break by Austin. Look at that, he went through 4 Raptors to dot down. Great drive by Mo. And again, defensively, he turned the tide a few times early in that first half when they needed desperately to get something positive defensively. That conversion is good too. And right back in, we said that Austin had to score that next try, and they did. They caught a break on that line out. It looked like it was going to be yet another steal 5 meters out, but they're able to get that carom and then eventually score that try. So still plenty of fight left in this Austin Elite team. Trailing just 12 points, 24-12.
So the Austin Elite, it's like a bit of toilet paper under the shoe of Glendale. It just won't go away. Still in this game, and that's a great take from the kickoff and through. Is the number 14, Faison Donahoe. Austin Elite looking to hit straight back-to-back tries. The kick into space toward the sideline. Taikato Simpson has to get back. He does it, puts it on the right foot. Stays in play. Silva, chip over the top. Petzer coming across, he does well. He's met heavily and bundled into touch. Austin will get a line out. This has been a troubled area of theirs.
It certainly has, but that was a good play. A great little kick too by Silva. And it was a nice little banana kick by Taikato Simpson that got the Raptors out from under their own 22, but here's Let's see if they throw a little switch here. I mean, there's money in the bank when they go to Ben Mitchell. I mean, they've done it twice only today, and they've had good clean takes from him. I don't know why they don't go to him more often. I think Ben is the one calling the number. He should call himself. Casey Rock is such a formidable defensive player, though, in that second position.
You see Mo Abdelmanem out in the back line looking for a run. The try scorer just earlier on. The outside pass. The dummy there. And Whangawiya charging forward. Here come the Elite. And Luke White in defense. Big man on big man. Crunching tackle. Could hear the clashing of bones from up here. Flat pass. Referee was right on line. Ben Krause says it was okay. Oh, and Silva just can't quite contain it. Changed his mind about which direction. He has lost the ball forward.
Yeah, pass just a little bit slow getting to him. The timing was a little bit off. Couldn't bring that ball back into him.
Especially because
there's Zach Fenoglio, what he does so often, talking to the referee. Let's take another look, see if we can see that little knock. Just turning one direction there it was, going one way, pass was going the other way. Just couldn't bring that down, so it's going to be a break here for the Raptors.
Just do our things. Okay, stay positive. Just do it.
So it'll be a Glendale Raptors feed.
Seconds! Let's go, fire up.
Coach!
Let's go, all late.
Sit!
It's been interesting contest at scrum time.
Okay, fellas, listen up. I'll take that one. I'll take that one, okay? That was my fault.
They're going to take the white.
At this stage, we're interlocking, so let's go back to a little bit of a gap.
Parity.
Okay, check good.
As the match has progressed.
Yeah, there was one scrum that really got blown off, but other than that, it's been pretty good scrum battle. Glendale's has had the better of the line out, 3 or 4 steals at costly times. Could have been a much closer ball game, I think, than this 12 points.
Way up. Thank you. Crouch. Bind. Sit. Elbow up.
Sir, he's just pulling me down.
Right, time off. Time off. So the front rows, come here quickly. Hey, number one, come here quickly.
Come in, Blakey.
Come here. At this stage, we had a pretty decent scrum day, and now we're messing it up. Let's just go back to basics. Decent gap, proper bind, stability before the ball comes in. Can we commit to that?
Yeah.
Thanks, let's go, thanks. Yeah, well, I know, but let's just get it going.
Good reffing again by Ben Crew.
A bit more muscle, I could jump in there, but I don't.
We see Blake Rogers going down to the floor. Let's see if they can sort it out here at this scrum.
Quicker stability.
Referee Ben Krause asking his front row to go back to basics.
Sit.
Let's get this show on the road. It's been entertaining thus far. Big shove could have been turned over. It's a tight head to Austin. Silva now out to the replacement. Whangawiya gets it away.
On the ball.
That's Puddick, the vice captain. He's held up as the Glendale reinforcements come in to force him over the sideline. It was either going to be that or a turnover.
Yeah, good defense again by Chad London. I think Chad's had a really good day for this Glendale Raptors squad. We've seen him make a couple of line breaks.
2 subs, number
solid
9
on defense.
Number 9 and number 10.
Here's a nice low tackle. Here's the nice low tackle. It's just there. It's under the ball. Great job by Chad London.
Who's going to be captain
One
now?
man at that point, and then Glendale does the right thing. Drive him into touch.
Who's the captain now?
Turnover ball. Glendale put in. Blake Rogers is going off for this Glendale Raptors squad, and taking his place is wearing the 17 jersey.
Number 1.
Max Lump.
Are you in?
He's at the front of the line.
Okay, good to go. Time back on.
Some changes for Austin too, as Fenoglio throws it in. It's brought down by Cook.
Let's go, Flood!
Okay, let's see how it plays out.
Same way. Big hit. Maxwell Lum takes it forward. Great first touch for him. Turned over, but it'll be a penalty. Offside.
No, let's go.
Referee
Number 2.
Krause. again, some pushing and shoving.
You go. Listen, next time you come in, listen up.
Yeah, very hotly contested contest. We've seen some big hits on both squads. Will Monroe in the middle of it,
for him to come
and it looks
in.
like
turnaround penalties, if that's
T
the way.
and Erasmus.
Fix him. We're gonna go.
T and Erasmus is also involved. There's the big hit by Lum.
Yeah,
and what happens at the end. Oh, there's a good hit right there. There's Lum straight in.
Okay, I'm gonna have a chat, Delana.
Sione Whangawea.
Yep.
Coming in. Not shy at all to mix it with the big men of Glendale. They're coming off second best there.
To stay out of this now, okay?
Well, Lum. Bullocking run.
Wait. Okay, time off.
Ricardo Simpson, heavily involved as always.
Okay, number 2.
Been very effective with his
Blue
clearing
number 2,
kicks
blue
tonight.
number 6. Blue number 2, blue number 6.
More replacements for Austin, seemingly emptying their bench.
Yeah. Peter Malcolm's going to come in wearing the 16 jersey for Austin. I think Swart is also out.
Thank you, Tom, back on.
And solid in the line out. The Raptors ensuing drive. Charging forward, comes down finally. Bateman digs in.
Wait, yeah. Thank you.
Enthusiastic line speed by Austin. They've forced the error. It's gone free.
Okay.
Will there be a counter-attack? A little bit messy. He's going to come back and he's calling a knock-on on the Austin team.
Oh, blue.
Thought it might have been the other way around.
No. Derek, just confirm. What did you have it? Okay. Sorry, first knock.
Looked like the first knock was against Glendale. Did they get it right?
No. From you guys first.
Where's the mark?
Austin's still in this contest. You see Guillaume.
Okay.
As Gearman's come on for Silver.
A little bit more space, okay?
No, we're good.
Silver having a solid game.
Let's go, Rams.
Marcelo Torrealba wearing the 21 jersey, another replacement for this Austin team, trying to get some fresh legs in, spark that comeback even further. It was Austin that scored last time to make it a 12-point game.
Sit.
Torrealba feeds. Scrum implodes. Penalty to Austin.
Over there. Not behind me.
Scrum implodes, that's a good description of that one. It just blew up right away. Went to floor early on. Referee, no hesitation, throwing that full arm penalty. Oh, that's going to stay in the field of play, though.
Not the best first touch for Gearman. Normally quite handy with the boot. Austin's top point scorer of the season, and usually their goal kicker. Now, Austin coming up to the conclusion of the third quarter. Still with the ball, flat pass, coming back into his support. Solid defense. He's upended there. Maybe play on. Picking and driving. That's better play from Austin.
Get back.
Trying to get some continuity. London races up out wide. Gearman takes it forward. Gets a clever pass to Breitenbach. Quick ball for Austin over the top. Now to the wing. That's Faison Donahoe. He takes it down, but London straight on it. Referee goes to blow his whistle. Flat pass, very flat pass to Mitchell, the captain. Numbers to the right, out the back now. The replacement, Whangawea, gets it away to another replacement, Bailey. And now Tagive comes in. Need to see that man with ball in hand more often. He's been defending all match. Austin failing to make inroads on this Glendale defense. We need a line break of some description. Little kick over the top from Gearman, but nobody's there to collect. So Malifa will say thank you very much and send his troops away. It's Davidson. Back now to the open side. Cody O'Neill standing in at fly half. Bateman, Malifa, over the top, could be picked off. Oh, I can't quite pull it in. That was Breitenbach. Again, saw that one coming a mile away. Just leaving without it, so Glendale will settle things down again. Taikato Simpson for himself. It's like a game of pinball out there at the moment.
Step back.
Austin coming up finally with possession. Now Tegime, beautiful pass out to the fullback, who's been lively. And now just as easily turned over, Taikato Simpson to bring it back from the original turnover. Munro slips through one, can't quite get it away. Lays it back casually. Malifa to Daly. Oh, he can't pull it in. Daly, he's already scored once in this game, and it's a knock on. The crowd were on their feet.
Time off. Water break.
What end-to-end action it was from both these squads. It looked like both teams had a little bit of chances. Tullamore Dew, official Irish whiskey of the Glendale Raptors. And Mark, what a great half it's been. And we've seen some real good comeback again by this Austin team. There's still plenty of fight left in this squad, but you know, one thing that's really let them down in this game has been the lineouts. This is one area that where Glendale has really did some damage, and it's basically Austin's own fault. There you see big Casey Rock. He is a tower in the Glendale middle of that lineout. But defensively they did well in the back. Connor Cook, another main target for this Raptor squad. But good Zach Fanolio, I mean, he's usually spot on with his throws anyway. You can count on that, especially down deep. But it was Austin, when it was their chances down early or down at the 5-meter line, they just couldn't connect. And that is the difference in this contest right now. But Casey Rock to Zach Fanolio, how many times have we seen that combination? And there it is right there, Brendan Daly. As you mentioned, he's had a really good game, especially defensively. And once again, they tried to go back. And it was Daly again that got his hand in that one. Casey Rock that time. This one nearly worked out for the Austin team. They did score that try that led to that, but it was Casey Rock that almost had another steal down deep. So one area that Austin really has to work on is that 5-meter lineout. 3 or 4 chances went begging because of a bad throw. First Bank. Password recovery is a thing of the past. Fingerprint login available in the First Bank mobile banking app, efirstbank.com.
And if you're just joining us, just in time, we have the 4th and final quarter of the match about to commence after a short water break.
Crouch!
Hey, Ringo, you've got blindside!
Bind!
Let's go.
And the Austin Elite team from Texas are by no means out of this match, trailing by 12 points only. Short arm penalty, and I'll go quickly. They might not have been on the mark.
Unstable. Moving.
That's 2 or 3 penalties now for Glendale in the scrum, as Austin
at this stage, just get it
has done pretty well in that area. That was one of the areas we talked about at the beginning of the games. Shore up that scrum, dominate the lineouts. They've done one of the two.
So Gearman fails to find touch again.
Move back. Okay, let's go.
It's his second kick for the line. And Taikato Simpson saying, here you go.
What was that?
Try again, Timote. He says, okay, I will, and that's a much better effort from him. But it's a quick line out for the Raptors. Ryberg to Taikato Simpson to Ryberg. He's on his way. Normally always beats the first, and support comes through. So the Raptors win that exchange. And now they have some numbers. Munro stepping in to fly half. Up to the 22-meter line of Austin. Malifa. Inside pass to nobody. A lot of those passes going to ground tonight. Petzer deflected to London. Sets inside. And London for the try. Chad London for the Glendale Raptors.
You're not going to talk like that? 23.
29 points to 12 in favor of the home team.
Just give him a word.
Yeah, Chad London again caps off a really good game so far. 63 minutes into this contest. Good offensively, good defensively. Made a couple of big breaks in that first half. We're going to see.
Yes, now we got another check. Okay.
Good, strong run.
Not taking the hit.
Ooh, was he in touch? That was awfully close.
So we get a clean platform.
Okay, so what I asked from you guys beforehand is you determine
But here's the finish right here.
Yeah. And then
it goes off, and Austin player, that play on. Chad London just cut right back in. Similar to the score earlier we saw. But that's 4 tries for Glendale. That's a bonus point.
So please work with me for the stability, and then after, also you'll tighten he's on his knees the whole time. Get him up, get the stability.
He's going so far.
John Ryberg is off, Casey Rock is off.
Just know that so we have a stable
I'm not happy with the stability, so fix that for me, please. Thank you.
Petzer steps in, conversion is good. And now that swells the lead to 31 points to 12 in favor of the Glendale Raptors. Coming up to 15 minutes left to play here at Infinity Park in Glendale, Colorado.
Just get back before you start defending again, okay? Thank you. Yeah,
Chilly but dry conditions. It's allowed for some fantastic running rugby. Daly takes the kickoff.
Come on, come on, come on.
Infield now to Fafida. Malifa. Flat pass. London. He's brought down just on the 40-meter line of Glendale. And that's a turnover.
First arrival on his feet.
He's had a cracking game.
Number 13.
Mo Abdelmanem. Austin Elite have definitely missed that young man.
Yeah, I count 4 clean steals that he's either stolen or got penalties off of. So a great defensive effort by Mo inside the 22-meter line. You know, you see some positive signs from this Austin team.
That's the middle.
I think they've done a really good job defensively throughout this contest. I mean, Glendale has just continued to put the pressure on. That was one of the things they wanted to do, and it's paid dividends. It's starting to pay off right now, too. But, again, I thought, you know, playing defense as much as they have, Austin's done a pretty good job.
White, get closer. Get closer.
They definitely have, Brian, and as we mentioned before, one of the ways to stop this continuity that Glendale always are able to achieve is to get into the breakdown and try and upset them. Another messy line out. Fortunate to retain possession. So the Elite with a chance in the 22 area of the Raptors.
You're off your feet, on your
driving. Just one out stuff. White. Coming out now to Gearman. Flat pass, it's gone low. London gets it away, might be a double knock on. He'll bring it back to the original knock on by the Elite. Just a wayward pass by Gearman. It was hard to pull in. Fangawea couldn't quite bring that ball on that occasion, Brian.
Yeah, Gearman has struggled a little bit since he's gotten into this contest.
Work with me to get the...
Kind of tough sitting on the bench for 60 minutes and coming back in.
And you help with the stability.
Look at how Glendale so quickly tries to strike. I love that about this Glendale Raptors squad. Have so many weapons in that back line. Let's see if Austin can do some damage in this scrum again. You heard the referee talk to Zach Manolo not too long ago. We need more stability in your scrum.
Keep losing the head. Let's win this. Let's win this.
Yeah, let's restart. At this stage, we're interlocking. There's no scrum. Big rugby.
When we don't, we blow them off.
No, we can't interlock before the set call. That's
definitely eating up some time tonight.
Thank you, help him.
Yeah, Zach Manolo is not happy with Ben Krause in these scrum engagements at all.
Seconds. Let's go, baby. You want to?
Easy, coach.
Crouch.
So the Raptors
bind.
Inside 12 minutes left in this match. Comfortable lead, 31 points to 12. Bateman to feed. Penalty and a little bit of talk back. So Austin will get marched another 10 meters.
That's on the arm and taking it down.
Neither team is happy in the scrums.
On the arm and taking it down.
They heard the referee say that Echeverria was pulling down in the scrum that time. The loose head prop for this Austin Elite. Boy, he has had a good boot today, hasn't he? He has been very, very solid.
Do that
with
again,
these
you
long
guys.
touch finders, has Dylan
You do that again, you
Taikato
guys.
Simpson.
Yeah, just stay off the arm. That's what I
Extremely solid at the back
stay off
there
the
for
arm.
Glendale.
Asking me if I'm crazy. Yeah. Well,
As
don't do it.
Fenolio steps up for the line-out throw.
It's rugby, not soccer.
Glendale have been near perfect at line-out time tonight.
Let's go.
Putting it in again, Daly bringing it down, driving maul, keeping it tight. Austin doing their best to upset the apple cart. Davidson coming in for a short ball, shrugs off one.
Tackle.
Meets a wall of blue and black on the angle. Fenolio. And the Raptors looking to close out this match once and for all. That pass looked forward. Ben Krause right in line with that one. London gets it out wide. Using the width. Counter ruck coming in. Glendale holding firm. Fafita.
A white tackler.
Slower ball now for Glendale. As they line up out on this open side. Malifa attacks the line, gets it back on the inside to London. He trips. He's brought down. But they got numbers and they play quickly. Petzer decides to go himself. Will it come the same way? Bateman looking left, looking right. Decides to go right. Connor Cook. 7 meters from the try line of Austin. Looking to close out here. Munro comes in.
You have to get back here. Get back here.
Big hits. And rolling, and it's a try. He wasn't put down. The replacement, Goff. Surely that seals the victory for Glendale tonight. Still 10 minutes left to play, but they are 36 points clear.
Good strong run by Goff. This is why you never stop. Not held in the tackle. Keep rolling. Dots down just over the line. The bench playing a role here for this Glendale Raptors team in the last 10 minutes. We've seen some big hit-ups. Lum with a couple of good hard runs. As well as Will Monroe. Mickey Bateman, he's had a big impact since he's come in at the scrum half position. Carlo Di Nashen was taken off about 15 minutes into this contest, so Mickey Bateman's had a long day wearing that 21 jersey at scrum half. Here's Petzer trying to add a couple extras. But this Glendale Raptors team, we've seen it year after year, they're just so deep and they can beat you in so many different ways. And their explosive back line has really done some damage. Their forwards have done a really good job as well. In what looked to be a really close game about 10 or 15 minutes ago at 24-12, has suddenly blown up to 38-12 in favor of the home side, the Raptors.
So the Elite restart. Well caught by the captain, Mitchell. They're not dead and buried. They will keep going. Gearman takes it to the line. Dummies. He's held.
Tackle. Leave it.
By Malifa.
You on it, Von? No, it's not there. It's not there.
Held up playing advantage. Replacement scrum half. Torrealba trying to take matters into his own hands. It'll come back. And now the tap. Driving tackle. Bordering on dangerous. Glendale not letting up. Squeezing the life out of this Elite team. Pouring through in defense, backs and forwards. But they still have it, the Elite. Looking to finish strong. That was Tagive. More effective in defense than attack tonight. Fangoia.
Tackle.
Nowhere to go. Torrealba. Flat pass. That's well handled. Under pressure, right on the defensive line. It's turned.
First things first, we need the tackler out of here.
Looked like Connor Cook there, not rolling away, Brian. Penalised.
Connor Cook very active today as well, not rolling away, as you said. This gives You know, they keep going for these line-out options, but they're not taking them down. Inside the 22-meter line yet again for Austin.
Across. We need to pick up the discipline
They
now.
tried the front, they tried the middle, they tried the back. They've had trouble at all three spots when they get inside that 22-meter line.
That's right down his cross.
So the Elite
What's the high in the middle?
with a line out,
High in the middle!
a full line, and they've won that line out cleanly. Numbers midfield. Oh, flat pass. Don't think he was expecting that. And it's gone forward.
Well done.
Wow, just these little errors. Absolutely killing the Elite here tonight.
Yeah, those are the little things that they just seem to magnify when you're trying to get your first win of the season. It looked like I think he expected his teammate to grab that ball.
I was fairly happy with the
Not expecting it.
Deep.
Caused that knock on.
Good. Understand? Thank you.
Glendale Raptors, though, showed what a stellar group they are. 5 minutes left in this contest. Still got those 2 of the 3 in the front row still there. Zach Finolio, Fafita, just got punched in the face right there in the scrum.
Are you on the outside?
That's why I stayed well away from the scrum in my career, Brian. Don't know how you did it.
Well, I wasn't too close to that front row, Mark, so trust me.
You were somewhere in there.
Stay close.
As the Raptors now with the scrum win. Out to the left. They've dropped it, and it's a little toe ahead, but it'll come back. Let the boys play. Ref, he's seen a knock on from Austin as well. That's why he's bringing it back.
Henry, shut the fuck up.
Double knock on.
Tell him. That was knock on, and then there was accidental offside and knock on.
There was a knock right there. Boy, I don't know. I didn't see an Austin knock.
Way better.
Lots going on.
Much better.
Yeah, that was tricky to see. 40 saw the knock on from Austin, but as the replay showed, I think it was just a little toe ahead from Tegive.
Let's go, they don't want to scrum right now.
So a little unlucky on that one, Austin, but they will have another opportunity at scrum time. A little more comfortable for them than lineouts in the set piece today.
Over there. Behind, in the back. That is number 3 down on the knees. Number 3 down on the knees.
You heard referee Kraus. The penalty was 4.
Okay, trying to get that line out 7 meters out. Want to keep going. Need some urgency, does this Austin team. There's only a few minutes left, but again, they'd love to score a try here.
Tell your feet to get off his knees.
So the Elite, 3 minutes left to play here. Trailing 38 points to 12, and they've lost another line out. London brings his back line out of the 22 and up to the 40-meter line of the Elite. Whangawea, flat pass, it goes forward. Will he play? No, he won't. Double knock on yet again. Scrum feed to the Elite.
Okay, just a little sloppy finish for both these squads. You saw Austin again with another failed line-out attempt, and then Glendale just trying to create a little bit too much there.
But I've tried everything.
Sometimes you just got to play smart, don't force that last pass.
I'm not going to back off.
You see another look right at the tail end. Watch Mickey Bateman here just might have had a better option just to settle things down, get it back out to his supporting teammates out wide.
Hey, no winger on the blind side.
Marcello Torrealba, the youngster, to feed the scrum, only 22 years of age.
Let's go, Liv.
Originally out of Santiago in Chile. Played both 15s and 7s for the national side of Chile. Beautiful pass to Tegive in space. This is what we like to see from the big man. Oh, the ball inside, but it's picked up. Nearly messes that one up, but he's done enough. And the Elite have scored, converting quickly.
Well, they're looking for a bonus point. They want one more opportunity, one more try. We'll give them a bonus point. Yeah, Tagiva was in the try zone when he threw that ball. But Zinzani Paddock is the one who finished it off for this Austin side. Well, it'd be a good reward, I think, if Austin could get that 4th try in. I'm sure Glendale does not want to let up a 4th.
Well, Tagiva couldn't believe his luck as that Glendale defense opened like the Red Sea, straight through. Then that pass back, thought he'd nearly messed it up, but plenty of support coming in. Glendale just slowing things down, looking to close this one up. As you mentioned, Brian, the Elite, they want another try. They don't want to just come away from Glendale with nothing.
First knock on.
They can salvage a bonus point for
my
scoring
goal.
4 tries.
He's going to bore straight in and go to angle. I'm just asking.
And taking some confidence into the next match.
Yeah, one last try here, I think, before the final whistle.
Well,
I don't think I've ever heard as much chirping in a scrum as I've heard in tonight's game.
Legal play.
Neither team very happy at all when it gets scrum time.
Last legal play.
Hey, all eight.
There's no penalties or free kicks.
Seconds.
Crouch.
Okay. Torrealba.
Bind.
Possibly the last play of the game.
Oh, come on.
Short arm penalty.
That was on the mark.
Could they get the last say here? The Austin Elite. Malifa comes out of nowhere with a crunching hit. Who would have thought? Could have turned it over. No, some numbers out to the right. They've knocked it on. Petzik comes through. Nearly regathers. It'll come back for that knock on. What about the tackle from Malifa? But that'll be full time. It's full time here at Infinity Park. The Raptors have taken this one 38 points to 19 over the visitors, the Austin Elite team. Entertaining game, Brian Visit.
Very entertaining, both these sides. It was a well-fought game, hard hits, plenty of scoring, great opportunities from both these sides. And Glendale, it looks like they're starting to peak.
Wow, it's been a wonderful evening tonight for all concerned. Thank you so much for watching. For Brian Visit and the entire crew, I'm Mark Stepina. Thanks once again for joining us. We'll see you next week.
How the hell are you wearing shorts?
Nina! I'm with you now. What? Like, with her. Do you play rugby?
Wait, you're the other side to that.
Welcome back, viewers. It's full time here in Infinity Park, Glendale, Colorado. The home team, the Glendale Raptors, have taken this one 38 points to 19. A rather convincing effort. And aren't they happy? Plenty of spectacular action. Let's have a look. Brian Visit, talk us through it.
Great second half by Glendale, and what a beautiful pass that was to Harley Davidson, cutting back on the inside to score the try, make it 24-5 at that time. Glendale again with another quick start to the halftime, but you got to give Austin a little bit of credit here. Mo Abdel-Momen, he did well on defense, scored the try right there to make it 24-12. It was still anybody's contest, but then Glendale, the class, and the reserves really had an impact here in the second half. Good strong run up by Goff. He kept his legs turning, kept rolling, scored the try there. And down deep again, it was Elan Puddick that the last try for this Austin Elite.
Well, it's full time, and there were plenty of players to choose from for our Glendale Raptor of the match. But we've gone with the big man, Brendan Daly, in the number 6 jersey. Brendan, congratulations on the win tonight. You must be happy with your performance.
Yeah, thank you very much. Just happy with the full team performance, 1 through 23. It's really awesome.
And Brendan, you know, you got a great team around you. I mean, what's it like playing with these players? And week after week, you got a good coach with Dave Williams. In the build-up, it seems like this Glendale squad is peaking at mid-season here.
Yeah, we're doing really well. I think it all starts with training. We backed ourselves with 2 weeks of really good training on the pitch in these great facilities, and it's always great to come out here with the home fans.
Well, Brendan, you had a fantastic game. As we mentioned, you were absolutely everywhere tonight. Line-out time, ball in hand, and the defense as well. And you also scored a try, nearly scored a second there. I mean, an inspired performance from you, some support from your men, but straight through. That must have been a good feeling. You'll be talking about that one tonight, I'm sure, and a practice all week. That was from 40 meters out, right?
Yeah. Brendan, what was tipping you off in the lineouts down deep? 5-meter scrums, or 5-meter lineouts. You guys stole like 3 or 4. When Austin needed them, you guys came up with them.
Yeah, I think it was just the full 5 guys talking together, talking them out of it, and then getting up real quick.
Oh, very fantastic. Very modest here. Well, thank you very much, Brendan, and best of luck for the rest of the season. Great performance tonight. And we're going to wrap it now and talk to our head coach of the Raptors in a second, Dave Williams.
Thanks, Brendan. Great game.
Congratulations, Brendan.
And bringing Coach Dave Williams in. Dave, you talked about having consistency. One of the things you really wanted to work on, the first 20 minutes, you had to be pretty pleased. But after that, that inconsistency kind of came in.
Yeah, I think the first 20 minutes was really good. We stuck to our structure, stuck to our pattern, and then we kind of went away from it in the last 20 minutes in that first half. And that's what we emphasised at half-time. If we just stick to our pattern, stick to what we want to do, stick to what we're good at, then we're making breaks. We were just a little bit too eager to get too wide too early instead of doing the hard work through the middle. And I think just how we finished that game was a bit disappointing. You know, we had opportunities to make a break and we just didn't resource this wide ruck here. We didn't exit, we're letting them back in the game. You know, so that's a bit disappointing way to finish the game, but I think overall, I'm happy we got the W, so let's roll on.
So, Dave, next week, big clash here in Glendale against San Diego. They're up toward the top of the table. What can you take out of tonight's performance into next week against them?
I think it's just let's continue building with the players. I think the set piece went really well tonight. I was really happy with the scrum. Obviously, Brendan here had a couple of steals as well. So I think we got to make that as our strength and move that forward. You know, obviously, you've got a couple of Eagles coming back. But I think that just builds to our strength, builds to our depth, and it'll be a great game next week against San Diego.
It will be indeed. Well, thanks a lot, Dave, for your time. Congratulations again tonight.
Cheers,
Wonderful performance.
Cheers, Liz.
And Dave Williams, head coach, feeling very happy with this team. And that concludes the proceedings for tonight. Wonderful game here, 38 points to 19 in favour of the home team, the Glendale Raptors. They are looking strong this season and title contenders for sure. For everyone here, including Brian Visit in the commentary booth, I'm Mark Stabina, saying thank you very much for joining us from the city of Glendale, Colorado. And we'll see you next week for more rugby action in the Major League Rugby competition.